Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. For the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 18 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Here's Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle?
Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Smith. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. But back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw to Disley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Geno down to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the red zone now, Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Myers' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Jones.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
The Giants are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Geno.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Smith and Jigba showing there that he is exactly what the Seahawks offense needed. A guy who complements what they already have and some productive receivers outside, and he can rack up catches in their system.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Third and long, it's Smith.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4.
NFL Madden Week Season 222023 Week 4. Games and highlights will be coming up next on Drake's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Devon Achane, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Bust through the tackle. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The NFL Madden Week Season 222023 Week 4 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Week 4 Seattle Seahawks 2-1 New York Giants 1-2.
This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Up the middle with Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Jones on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He completes this to Walker.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten
NFL
it.
Madden Week Season 2222023 Week 4 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's Jones on 1st down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Back to throw. Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
On the draw, this is Barkley.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Week 4 Atlanta Falcons 2-1 Jacksonville Jaguars 1-2.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On 2nd and goal, Jones. He shakes him off. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. 13 yards remaining on second down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Gino on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
On first down, Smith. Short throw to Disley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And Walker has it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Smith.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Smith's going to throw it. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Giants, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.